Hi everyone, I'm Jonathan, a student reporter with Invention Convention Worldwide, and I'm here at U.S. Nationals with Grayson, who created the StreamCooler. Grayson, how are you?
I'm doing very well. How about you?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Can you tell me a little bit about your invention?
Oh, so basically this is the StreamCooler. So it's basically a cooler with a TV. Take it off from the top. There's a divider right there. Keep all your drinks cool and stuff like that. Battery powered. All you do, power it, slide down, up. And it's good like that.
Awesome, awesome. So what was the inspiration behind this?
Oh, so I took a CAPS course. So for if you recognize that, so it's part of I took an entrepreneurship and innovation course.
Awesome.
And I really found I had nothing before. I was very lost. I didn't know what I was going to do in college or anything like that. And then I randomly took this entrepreneurship course, and our task for a project was to build a product. And I thought to myself, me and my family are big Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
We love going to tailgates fans, and we see these TVs, coolers, all that stuff, and said, I'm going to combine it. And once I really found my passion, it was really easy to get like that intrinsic motivation to really just like take over the move and actually have a full working prototype that I can show people, and actually people can actually say, oh, actually, would want to buy that.
I love it. I love it. And so you've taken it out and taken it to tailgates and stuff?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
And like every time people see it, like what's the reaction?
Oh, so like my mom says, all the guys want to buy it, and all the girls will be like, yeah, my husband wants to buy that. So it's very pressuring because to get it to market, even though my main goal is to license, but since I'm going to college pretty soon, I want to focus on education, and then I want to create some more ideas in college too, maybe collab with some potential classmates and maybe create a new great idea.
I love it. I love it. So is this your first invention?
This is my very first invention.
Wow. And so like you said, you want to have some more ideas in college. What like inventing for the first time, like what's it been like?
So I definitely feel like the design process was very interesting and like very extensive, because we went through 3 different TVs.
Wow.
3 different coolers. The TVs are broken because this was either loose or just something that's broke on the TV. And it was just very hard and rough. Just like we just had to get extra help through my other classmates to see what would be the best option for this.
Right, right. So yeah, it sounds like you had a lot of setbacks. Like anytime you hit a rock wall or like a roadblock or anything, how did you push through that?
Well, first thing I really did was just to reassess and like, what can I do? What did I do wrong? Like what happened to I got to that point where I got setbacks. So I reassess, and I like seek outside help, because most of the time you're not the only person who's going to know something.
Right.
Like you got to reach out to other people and see what would you do with this. I'll hit a roadblock. What would you do? And once I get that feedback, I can look at it, review on it, and hopefully use that good feedback and hopefully make it to a full working prototype, which I did.
Awesome. So yeah, like getting feedback, help from other people. How important was that to getting a fully functioning prototype?
It's very important. Very important. It's really the people you know, not what you know. And really feel like the more collaboration you make and the more like mentors you get and more stuff like that, the more you feel like you're more comfortable in the design process, and you feel like you have more confidence in what you're building, and you feel like you actually made something and like that people actually will enjoy.
I love it. I love it. And so like you have this incredible, you said you're looking to license. So far, it seems like the validation's there. The validation's there. So, do you know like what the ideal situation, like in terms of distributing it, would be for you?
Oh, so for licensing it. So I'm currently in contact with some model makers at Newell Brands, which is owned by Coleman. So hopefully them. But I really feel like strategizing was reaching out on LinkedIn. I'm a big LinkedIn advocate, and I really feel like that's the way you connect with people, and just reaching out to them. Just a cold email will not hurt at all.
Right.
Like just reaching out to someone, it never hurt.
I love it. I love it. And so yeah, like over this process, what have you learned through like inventing design process that you don't only have to apply to inventing, but any part in life you can use it?
I really feel like the creativity is really part of it. I really feel like the creativity of the design process, it's not that you're trying to like, you're actually creating something in life. You're not surviving, just trying to work that 9 to 5, and you actually create something for yourself that you said, oh, I made that. I actually can do something with it and I could show other people that I could be proud of.
I love it. So if you would have like talked to 10th grade you right now and said, I invented this, would you have believed it?
To be honest, no, not at all. Because 10th grade me would have said, you actually made it to senior year. I'm like, I was saying, it was very rough, like my first 2 years, because I really had no idea what I was going to do. Especially with COVID and all that stuff that hit me during my late freshman year, in the whole of my sophomore year. I was just lost, felt alone at sometimes, and then once I felt, now I don't feel alone since I actually have people to collab with and actually create something for myself, and I feel like that was really part of my identity.
So would you say inventing is a part of your identity now?
Yes, it is. Very
awesome.
Because I really feel like the design process is very part of it.
Great. And so you found friends through it too?
Yes, I did. Wow. Yes, I did.
I love it. So are these like lifelong friends, you think?
I think they will be lifelong friends because they have the same goals as me. Like, they have the same motivation. They know what it is. Like, they've been in my same shoes of creating product and like building it up to scale, and hopefully to take it to market. And I feel like those people are really good people to want to be around. And the more people you surround yourself with, the more you're successful to be.
For sure. And I mean, now you're at Invention Convention U.S. Nationals, where there are hundreds of inventors just like you. How does that feel?
Oh, it actually feels pretty nice because I actually feel like there's actually kids out here. I just like sitting at the young kids projects. And I'm like, these kids, like when I was at their age, I was probably just chilling at home playing Xbox. Like, there's no way I would have gone to Detroit and actually thought of something to try and change the world and actually try and make an impact.
Right. I love it. So if you were talking to somebody who wanted to get into inventing but they're scared, what would you tell them?
I would really tell them to think widely and think like you can actually make a change. Like one Steve Jobs once said, is one of my favorite quotes, once you push life is like a button. Once you push it, something will happen. And I feel like once you do that, one thing will happen. Any action has an event and you can make a change.
That's super wise. I love it. I love it. And yeah, if you were talking to younger you right now, if you could tell him anything, what would you tell him about inventing and just life in general with inventing?
I feel like inventing is the future. I really feel like it's 40 years from now, what are we going to see in the world? Like, that's really, really, like, makes me happy. Like, seeing all this AI stuff out there, I use it a lot to, like, help me with my product and all that stuff. And it's just crazy how this technology will evolve.
For sure, for sure. And so, yeah, you going into college, it's the best time to do it with the rise of AI.
Yeah.
You said you want to come with a lot more ideas. You know any general areas you might want to explore?
So I do want to start going into the technology phase. So I've started to learn how to code because before entrepreneurship, I was like, what's coding? Then I was like, so I saw my friends start doing some coding for their products, and I was like, maybe I'll see what this is about. So I really want to, once I'm done with this, I really want to go and start learning how to do JavaScript, Python, and maybe I want to start a product and start a project, and then start learning my skills and maybe create something.
Right. So at the beginning of making this invention, how many skills would you say you have, and like how many did you learn through the process?
I probably had zero skill. Like I remember my teacher telling me at the beginning I talked to nobody. I was the most quiet kid ever. And then he saw me progress throughout the years, saying that I actually am an innovator and I could actually help others to achieve their goals through entrepreneurship.
Awesome. So how important is Invention Convention then?
Oh, it's actually very important because it's like, it really gave, I feel like it gave my parents like, oh wow, he actually did something, like, and so yeah, she actually did something. And then I feel like it's really nice to just go out here like and the joy to see all the people. It's really meaningful to me, and like it's gonna be a thing I'm always gonna look back on and say I did this.
Absolutely. So do you think this is gonna be with you like for the rest of your life?
Definitely, without a doubt.
Wow, I love it. Cool. All right, thank you so much. On behalf of Invention Convention Worldwide, this has been Jonathan and Grayson. Thank you for joining us, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.